We're reporting on Sky Sports News that Matheus Cunha is this close to signing for Manchester United. What do you think?
I think it's a great signing. I think he's a brilliant player. I love watching him play. We're going to pick our team of the season tonight, but he was in my team of the halfway point of the season, so he had a great start to the season. I watched him at Man City a few weeks ago. He looked really sharp, quick, and we know how the manager at Manchester United wants to play. He likes sort of two number 10s in his team, and I think he'd fit perfectly.
What does that mean for the likes of, say, Alejandro Garnacho?
Well, it's certainly not good news, because I think Ahmad might play one of those other positions alongside Cunha, or maybe Bruno Fernandes at different times. And there is a lot of talk about Garnacho moving on, because I think he's come through the academy system, and we know what that means for the PSR of the club. And we also know Man United have got a few problems with that issue right now. So I think if a decent offer comes in for Garnacho, I think probably Man United will take that.
Interesting. Of course, they're in the Europa League final this week. You said on the overlap, United will win that final. Why?
I just think they're used to winning big games. I don't think there's too much to pick between the teams. We can see that from the league table. I just think of what Manchester United have done in the last few years. They've still won trophies at the end of seasons, and they're a club who are used to winning trophies. Tottenham aren't. And I think when you take that into a final, I think Man United will believe they're going to win. I'm not quite sure Tottenham will believe they can win, but it has been a season of cup upsets. We've seen that with Newcastle beating Liverpool. We've seen it with Crystal Palace beating Manchester City. So hopefully we see the same next week.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that. All right, so which of the two managers needs it more, this win in the Europa League final?
In terms of maybe being at the club next season, I would probably say Ange Postecoglou, but I think the man on our left here, I think, needs it desperately as well, because of where it's going to put the club next season. And financially, what can he do in terms of bringing players in? I mean, there's a lot of talk, even if Ange wins the trophy, it may not mean he's the manager next season. But I think in terms of Amorim and where he's got this project of where Manchester United are going, they need the funds from the Champions League. I don't think it's about silverware. I think it's about silverware, really, as much as anything with Tottenham. I think for Man United, it's more about where this is where it's going to take the Amorim project. Because if they obviously get the Champions League funds, it means it's a completely different sort of idea, and maybe players coming in the summer.
Speaking of, so we've spoken about Cunha coming in. Are you surprised that, given their current plight, they're still able to attract top-class players?
No. I think Manchester United are a fantastic football club, one of the biggest in the world, and there will always be that allure of, playing at Old Trafford and the theatre of dreams and the history that the club have got. That, Man United will all have that. I play for a club at times, Liverpool, who weren't always near the top of the table, and you're still attracting good players. Maybe not as good as you could get if you were at the top of the table, that's obvious, but it's Man United.